guys, it's Ashley Denise. Thanks so much for tuning in. So, a holiday season is in full swing, and you know what that means? The airports are a mess. Oh my goodness. Me personally, I don't like traveling during holiday season. However, it's inevitable. So, what I've come up with are 5 major keys to make holiday travel a breeze for you and your loved ones. So, listen up. Major key number 5. Don't trek it, check it. That's right, check the luggage, silly. There are 2 reasons I like to check my luggage. Reason number 1. Just because I pack it does not mean I want to lift it. I am the girl that you will see in the aisle struggling to fit this overstuffed suitcase into the overhead bin, holding up the line of people behind me waiting to board. It's embarrassing, it's frustrating, and it is easily avoidable if you check your bag. The second reason I like to check my bag, I tend to have the worst luck when it comes to connecting flights. I'll have a flight land at gate A27 and have literally 11 minutes and like 15 seconds to make it all the way to X23. Rolling back through the airport stalls the process. It's so much easier to maneuver through the crowd if I'm not tugging some rollerboard behind me. I usually end up tripping over it or someone else trips over it. Again, frustrating situation that can be avoided by simply checking the bag. Now, I know a lot of times people don't check bags simply because there is that about $25 to $30 fee to check a bag. Yeah, I'm not really with paying fees. I'm not. You've paid enough for your ticket. I don't want to pay for a bag. So a little trick of the trade, go ahead and roll the bag through security. Now, in order to do this, you do need to make sure that any gels or liquids in your bag are regulation. But if they are, roll the bag through security. And once you get to your first gate of departure, simply and politely ask the gate agent to check your bag to its final destination. 9 times out of 10, they will do it free of charge because in all honesty, you're making their life easier. A little tip also, when you do check a bag, it's a great idea to invest in a TSA approved lock. This is very important. During the holiday season, people tend to have sticky fingers. Unfortunately, everyone that touches your bag will not be a saint. So it's very important to get a lock for your bag, and you want to get a TSA approved lock because those locks, the TSA representatives have a master key. So say your bag goes through the x-ray machine, something looks suspicious, they are able to go in the bag, check it out without breaking your lock. Major key number 4. So reality, time will not be on your side, okay? Let's just take that in, swallow that pill, and figure out what we can do to help. When I say time won't be on your side, this is what I mean. On the way to the airport, you will most likely hit traffic. Your Uber driver is going to make a wrong turn, or if you drive yourself, you're going to be driving around forever trying to find the least expensive parking lot. That's just how it goes. Once you get into the airport, you're going to try to print off your boarding pass, and guess what? The kiosk that you go to is going to be the one that malfunctions, so now you have to stand in the line. And then once you get through the line and you're in TSA and you're almost at the metal detector, there's only one person ahead of you, that's going to be the person that acts like it's their first time flying in 127 years. They're going to forget to take off their belt. They're going to forget to remove their laptop from their luggage. They're going to forget that they have this gallon of water in their bag. Just everything to slow up your process is going to happen because that is what happens. That's how the universe works. When you're running late, everything around you seems to go wrong. So here's what I'm saying. Do your best to not run late. Pack the night before. Load your luggage into the car the night before. This is easier said than done because if you've ever seen me rushing out to the airport, it is a sight to see. However, preparation is everything. Also, make sure you give yourself enough time in between those connecting flights. It's great if you make that first flight perfect, you think you're in the clear. But if you have a tight connection, please take into account that oftentimes there are delays, unfortunately. And also, sometimes your plane can get there on time, but the plane that's taking off from the gate that you're arriving in hasn't left. So now you're sitting on the runway, you're watching your clock, and you're just watching the time go by and realizing that you're not going to make this connecting flight. So please do your best to give yourself time on the front end to make the initial departure, but also time in between those connections, because there's nothing worse than missing a flight and being bumped to the next one. It's just a hassle. Nobody wants to spend the holiday season in the airport. That should be the place where you spend the least amount of time. I say just plan ahead. Know that time will not be on your side, but with preparation it will feel like it is. Major key number 3, be flexible. Again, things really won't go your way. Like, just accept that. That is life. That's how travel works sometimes. There will be gate changes. You could be sitting at the gate 20 minutes before your flight is supposed to board, and then all of a sudden they make an announcement telling you that the gate has been moved 20 gates down. It happens. Just be flexible. That's another reason why checking a bag is so easy, because if I'm sitting there, they tell me the gate has changed, I just walk there. I don't have to lug anything with me. So yeah, be flexible in that regard. Also, understand that your transportation coming to pick you up at your final destination might be a little hectic. Holiday season is already kind of crazy when it comes for picking people up at the airport. But now, with airports having these special ride zone pickups for Uber drivers and Lyft drivers, it does make things a little confusing for the rider. So please be understanding when your driver tells you, hey, I know you're upstairs, but actually I'm downstairs, so, can you come down here to meet me? Again, it happens. Be flexible. You're on vacation, you're headed to see family. Things will get better once you leave the airport, but please just be flexible during the process. It will help holiday travel be much more of a pleasurable experience for you. Major key number 2. This is a bit of a combo, but vitamin C and water. There are so many germs in the airport. It's disgusting. Like, it's gross. It's really gross. So do your best to prevent yourself from getting sick. There's nothing worse than boarding a flight and you feel amazing. You're super excited about flying. You get on the plane, you take a nap, you wake up at your final destination, and you got that little tickle in your throat. And you just know that it's downhill from there. No one wants to be sick on vacation. It's not fun. So what I do is I typically travel with little vitamin C packs, like the powder stuff. Pour it into a bottle of water, shake it up, drink that. And then also I do my best to stay hydrated. A lot of times when you're in the air, it is so easy to get dehydrated. So please drink water, and drink some more water. Now I know bottled water in the airport cost an arm and a leg, and they don't allow you to bring in your own bottled water. However, you are able to bring in your own bottle. And what I found is a lot of airports now have water filling stations. So you bring in your empty water bottle. Once you get through security, you're able to go to one of these stations and fill up your bottle free of charge. So yeah, stay hydrated, take in vitamin C, and also bring some hand sanitizer with you. Me personally, hand sanitizer and Clorox wipes. Those tray tables on the plane, germs. The seats, germs. Everything you touch in the airport will be full of germs, and you don't want to arrive at your final destination feeling under the weather. So do your best to stay healthy, so that way you can enjoy your vacation. Major key number 1. Now, this is the most important. If you have not listened to anything I've said thus far, which, okay, maybe you have, maybe you haven't, but if you haven't, please take heed to this. When you are traveling, remember, it is not you, it's them. And what I mean by that is you are going to encounter workers that have the worst attitude possible. And what I always try to remember when traveling during holiday season is I have time off work. I'm going to visit my friends. I'm going to visit my family. I'm headed to warmer weather. However, the people at work, maybe they put in a request for the day off and it didn't get approved. Or, for one reason or another, they are stuck at work on Christmas Eve while you're headed to Florida to go visit your grandparents. So they're a little bitter about it. They will have an attitude. Is it right that they have an attitude? No, but don't take it personal. When you take it personal, it then affects your travel experience, and that is the last thing you want. I read this book called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it talks about, you encounter rude people or different things that go on, and you carry that weight with you throughout the whole day, and it ruins your day. So, maybe the TSA agent that, checks your boarding pass was very rude. Okay, that happened, but you made it through the metal detector and now you're boarding a flight to go on vacation while they are still there checking off more boarding passes for the rest of the day. Don't carry that weight with you. Let it go. It's not you, it's them. Do not take it personal. Just be thankful that you're able to go on vacation and you're not the one at work with a bad attitude. All right. So thanks guys so much for tuning in. I will post more videos. And remember, if you don't follow anything else I've said, rule number one, major key number one, and this is for life in general. It's not you, it's them. Don't take it personal. Thanks guys. Remember, do it while you can.